AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's the 11th edition of the International Bowl, high school football on ESPN. Matt Peterson and Lemont Williams on hand. And this morning, Lemont, we open things up. The U-16 select team for the United States against Panama. It's great to be back with you for another year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. 2020 is back. International Bowl here. I'm excited to see some football today.
Well, what is the International Bowl? It's in its 11th year, 6th at AT&T Stadium in North Texas. It brings out the best players in the United States and across the world. You'll have select teams playing today, national teams playing tomorrow. And by the way, we have flag football today, preparing for the World Championships this summer in Denmark. So 2 flag football games today, 1 tomorrow. But we start with this game this morning. First of 5 games today. U-16 team, it's the best 50 players from across the U.S. representing 19 different states against Panama. Now, the challenge for Panama might be roster depth. They always have a smaller roster, 33 players today, but we've seen Panama and many of these international teams give the U.S. some challenges.
Yeah, I mean, Panama's a team that struggled last year due to depth, and, they got fatigued over time. But let's talk about the game of the sport itself. Football as an international game is starting to grow. Panama with other teams here in town, you got to be excited about the league as well as the growth of the sport.
An exciting week for football. Of course, the NFL playoffs over the weekend, the national championship in college last night. Now we go to the high school level today, and we'll see the U.S. U-16s against Panama. A lot of players from across the U.S. against Panama, and it's a change of cultures, community service this week, and they also learn things like sportsmanship.
And they get a chance to play in Jerry's World as well. I mean, you get a chance to play in one of the biggest stadiums in the country, in the United States, having a chance to also do community service and be coached by some really good coaches. Man, it's a triple threat. It's a great week for some young men to really learn, not just on the field, but off as well.
Malcolm Brown, Tyrann Mathieu, Dwayne Haskins, a lot of really good players in the NFL and college stars at the moment, each alumni of the International Bowl and USA Football.
Yeah, International Bowl produce a lot of good athletes, and we see them every Sunday.
All right, well, here we go. One final break. We come back with kickoff. It's the U-16 select against Panama. First of 5 games today from AT&T Stadium.
Riddell has been at the forefront of innovation in football equipment. First, we invented an icon. Then, we created football's leading impact monitoring system. We also introduced a truly customized interior. And now, we reimagined the DNA of the helmet. By constantly operating at the forefront of technology, our engineers are designing the future of the game today.
Football has evolved countless times, becoming the game we love today. We believe tomorrow's version can be a smarter and safer one. That's why we created the football development model. It decreases contact and focuses on progression by age, skill, and game type, starting with fun and fundamentals. It gives athletes more ways to play and more reasons to stay. Help us create a smarter and safer football that brings people together. Explore the football development model at usafootball.com/FDM.
Will you be the selected one? Are you giving us everything you've got to be the best you can be? You gotta dig down deep. Every drill, every competition. Don't even represent just your family, but this family. You gotta be willing to let that blood flow. You gotta bring it out in you. What we want is a band of brothers coming together. Are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah. Here we go, get loose.
Welcome back, AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. It's the International Bowl and its 11th edition today. 6th straight year at AT&T Stadium. The U.S. in its blue uniforms and white helmets. Panama with its red and yellow uniforms with black pants and white helmets. I think we expect the unexpected today. Both these teams coming together. They're all-star teams. They're playing together for the first time. Expect skills and talent, and sometimes the bizarre.
And that's the unknown part, the bizarre part of it. I'm anticipating a lot of good talent on the field. I want to see Panama get out to a fast start offensively. Want to see if they got any dual threat players. I mean, you think about the way the game is changing, and especially from the quarterback standpoint, the the rebirth of the dual threat quarterback position is really trending right now on all levels. I want to see if they got a dual threat quarterback. I just want to see some fun, athletic players flying around making plays.
We saw the head coach of Panama there, Eric Holland, is the head coach. Carlos Diaz, Ramon Sorco, Jose David among the assistant coaches. Enzo Simmons to kick it off. Underway at the International Bowl, a squib kick, mishandled. And here we go, Panama on the return. They get out to the 39-yard line. That's where they'll begin their first offensive series. Keep an eye on the USA defense, a few stars. Sebastian Terrace, defensive back for Morgan. Aiden Fortenberry, a linebacker. Keep an eye on those few. Bryant Nowlin, Joshua Santos, a few defensive linemen to watch. Panama on the field. Camilo Gomez in the backfield. Oh, it's fumbled on the first exchange. Who has the recovery?
Looks like Select 16 gets the football. First play of the game.
Nice play there made by the U-16 Select. It's Quinn Berry, defensive lineman from Illinois. 77 with the recovery.
And we talked about it just a minute ago, Matt, about the unknown. Well, we did not expect Panama to fumble the football on the first snap. Unfortunately, they're all to a bad start, in my opinion, offensively. Defensively, they can get the ball back and try to bounce back and help their offense. But right now, Panama is digging themselves in the hole.
It was Enzo's. Panama will take over now. We had the colors wrong. I beg your pardon. And Panama takes over after the U.S. had the fumble. It was Jalen Davenport, the running back for the U.S., and Connor Clark. Connor Clark, the quarterback, his exchange with Jalen Davenport caused the fumble. So now Panama begins its first possession on the USA 29-yard line. Fake a flip over the top, an open man. It's caught at the 10, and he's wrestled down at the 3-yard line. Good first play from scrimmage for Panama.
And just like that, Matt, Panama is in the red zone with the post route across the middle to their receiver. I had the colors wrong, but the quarterback did not have the wrong receiver on that play, executing the post route, setting up the offense in the red zone, the 5-yard line.
We saw him there, Camilo Gomez, 5'10" wide receiver. 2 to the left, 1 to the right for Panama. U.S. trying to hold firm defensively after the fumble. Fake of a handoff, similar play, and it's a touchdown for Panama. 2 plays after the fumble. It's Felipe Tristan, the wide receiver. Big size, 6'3" for the U-16 player. Panama strikes first.
And that's how you set the tone offensively. If you're at Panama, you want to set the tone throwing the football with some couple of quick slants there on that last play. Man-to-man coverage on the top side of the field, executed well by the receiver, taking advantage of the smaller cornerback, using his big frame to get in front of him and also receive the first touchdown.
The visitors strike the opening blow, 6-0 for Panama. PAT coming. Tristan, U-16, he's 6'3", 200 pounds. He could be a matchup nightmare for the U.S. throughout this morning's game. PAT is wide to the right. Panama strikes first. They lead 6-0. We've seen that a lot in college football this year, those type of plays where you fake the handoff and then you throw it to a wide receiver running back in that linebacker zone. How is that tough to defend as you played the position formerly at linebacker, handling with those wide receivers and running backs coming into that area?
Well, the key word is linebackers. It confuses the linebackers. That play action pass, it freezes the linebackers, draw them up, and it gives the opportunity, gives the quarterback the opportunity to take advantage of any coverage on the backside of those linebackers. And in that example there, Panama had a chance to be able to use their quick receivers across the middle in the slant route to be able to take advantage of the smaller cornerbacks in the man-to-man coverage.
Oftentimes you see with that quarterback jumping over his lineman to get a better vantage point. Those two throws, no jump needed, but good execution from Panama right off the bat. Oh, a squib kick from the Panamanians, fielded at the 20-yard line. Nice return here for the U.S. 16 select, past the 45-yard line. Breaks the tackle out to midfield into Panama territory. Trey Ferguson out of North Chesterfield, Virginia. Good return. Some momentum back for the U.S. U-16s.
And let's see what the U.S. Select 16 do on this series. First series, they fumbled the football in the first play, got themselves in some trouble, and they put their defense in a tough position, which led to the touchdown. So offensively, can the USA come out and redeem themselves offensively and move the ball down the field?
Connor Clark had the first series for the U-16 select, fumbled the exchange. He goes back out there from the shotgun. U-16 second possession. This time they fake the handoff, they throw it over the middle. It's caught. Now past the 40-yard line. Good first play. On the fake, it's Joaquin Johnson from Ventura, California.
Nice pass there from the quarterback to the receiver. Took advantage of the opportunity with the play-action pass to be able to set up that linebacker core, be able to slow them down, Panama's linebacker core, to be able to find the receiver for the backside and the first down.
This time they do hand it off. He breaks the tackle. He's inside the 35. Slalom, he lowers his head, bulldozes the defender. Impressive run there. On first down, it's Jalen Davenport from Spanaway, Washington.
Nice hard run there by the running back, running over the defenders as well as getting some more yards. USA is starting to warm up offensively here after their first miscue with the fumble.
And 2 straight first downs. It's 1st and 10 for the U.S. U-16s, down 6-0. They hand it back to the same man. Picks up about 4 or 5. That's Jalen Davenport, the 5'9" running back. He's a bulldozer, 5'9", 190 for the U-16 running back.
Look at the offensive line up front, open up the running lanes for the running back to be able to push through and pick up another 2 yards. It's going to win. This game is going to be decided up front with the offensive line and the defensive line battle.
Alejandro Ventre made the tackle. Six 0 Panama. 2 pass plays, all Panama needed after the fumble, but now the U.S. U-16 select doing it through the air and on the ground. And look toward the sideline. U.S. U-16 select gaining its rhythm. Players coming together for just a few days in Arlington before this game today. They do hand it off. Good tackle for loss in the backfield. They bring down Shoka Griffin II.
Good penetration there by Panama defensive line. You know, giving up a couple running plays. You want to see how they're going to respond to that, and they did that on that last play. You can see in this replay here. Look at the penetration right there by the defensive line. Set the tone in the backfield. Excellent job for tackle for loss for the defensive lineman.
Griffin brought down. The tackle made by Juan Hincapie. Now a play fake. He's going toward the end zone. Has a man. Touchdown, US U-16s.
And just like that, USA is back in this game with that touchdown. Good execution there, Matt, overall offensively. As you can see in this replay here, another play-action pass there. Wide receiver runs down the seam untouched, but he had the opportunity to catch the ball at the highest point, be able to walk into the end zone, getting USA back into this game.
Chris Rice, a wide receiver from Colorado Springs, made the play. It was Luis Morales in coverage for Panama. U-16 select has tied it up. They can take the lead with this point after touchdown. Well, a broken play now. We'll see what happens. They'll throw it to the end zone. Incomplete. No whistles from the referees. It's tied 6-6. A lively start for the offense, and we've seen this at the International Bowl. It takes the American team sometimes to get going because they haven't played together. The international teams sometimes have better cohesion, fewer players. They oftentimes have training camps for weeks or months well before the competition, and they might be more of a team in the first quarter than the American teams.
Yeah, I mean, Panama's been working on this probably more than a lot of the USA players. Sometimes the USA players are kind of mashed together at the last second, with a couple of days of practice. And in this game that we love called football, you got to have team unity. You got to have guys that you can trust, especially on the O-line. I mean, if you're playing center and you have two guards beside you, you want to make sure those guys are doing their blocking assignment in order for you guys to be successful in the field. So you're going to see some, not really too much of a pushback as far as offensive linemen and defensive line gelling, but as things start to unfold throughout this game, it comes down to just playing football.
Panama returns the kick and out to about the 32-yard line. Now Panama will begin its second possession. Panama again in the blue uniforms, white pants, white helmets. The U.S. in the red uniforms, the yellow numerals, black pants, white helmets. Panama scored its first possession, just 2 pass plays after the U.S. fumbled, but the U.S. an impressive drive, play action opportunities, mixing it up, and it ended with a touchdown catch from Chris Rice. Now Panama back with 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 running back in the backfields. Osvaldo Hielbron is the quarterback for Panama. Hielbron quickly out to his left, has a man, caught, fighting for about 5 yards before he's wrestled down. It's Eric Arias with the first down catch.
And what we're seeing, especially in this replay here, Panama want to set the tone by giving the ball early to their wide receivers in space. As you can see right here, the receiver catches the ball low, but he's able to make a move against the first defender and also break another tackle there before he's brought down. So good job there by Panama. They want to continue to spread out this USA defense, but also give the ball to their playmakers early to make a play.
Brock Lyle, Giovanni Rosamilia combining for the tackle. They hand it off, quick handoff, bursting forward for a nice gain. Panama with the big run there from Joshua Scott.
Just a simple handoff here, Matt. Nothing too fancy, but you can see the guard pulling around and getting a clean block on the linebacker as he pancakes him to the ground. Excellent job there by the guard.
First down for Panama, 2 wide receivers to the right. They put 1 in motion. Good throw, just a little bit behind the wide receiver. It's incomplete. Intended target, Camilo Gomez for Panama. We will call these names quite a bit for Panama. 33 players on the roster. Many of these players playing offense and defense and even special teams at times. Osvaldo Hielbron, the quarterback, checks the play sheet. 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left, 1 in the backfield for Hielbron. Again, they put 1 of the receivers in motion. They flip it to him, and he's over midfield before he's wrestled down. Felipe Tristan.
It looks like we have a flag on the play as well, maybe a face mask. As you can see, the wide receiver in the round. Good quick toss to the receiver. His head is turned around, so it might be called for a face mask against USA.
Tristan, the matchup problem for Panama. And you saw it, Limon, a face mask will tack on to the end of that play. Tristan is 6'3", 200 pounds. He's a wide receiver. I think he'll get a lot of touches this morning for Panama. First and 10 from the 35 for Panama. 6-6 our score. Another play fake, going deep to the end zone. Caught but out of bounds. A good throw, good coverage in the end. The intended target was Eduardo Jolly. He was well defended by Brock Lyle from St. James, Missouri.
Yeah, that was a good play there. I mean, good throw, good catch. Just ran out of real estate, ended up falling out of bounds. Panama is really taking a shot down the field any opportunity they get. So their quarterback is ready to roll here. His arm is warmed up, and he's attacking this USA secondary.
A late substitution for Panama. We see Juan Pablo Sosa coming on. Stand off to the right hip of Hiel Braun, the quarterback. Substitution for the U-16 select, sprinting off the field, Michael North. 2nd and 10 for Panama. He'll roll to the right. Hiel Braun surveying, slings it. Good throw. Did he get a foot down? He did. First down for Panama. Felipe Tristan with another catch.
Excellent job there by the quarterback, but awesome job by the receiver. Look at the quarterback rolls to the right-hand side. Quick pass. Watch the concentration and focus to get his feet in bounds to get the reception and move those chains for Panama.
Tristan doing everything here in the first quarter for Panama. First down from the 25-yard line. Hiel Braun from the shotgun. U-16 showing blitz. They pick it up. He rolls out to the left. He will scamper back to the line of scrimmage, maybe pick up 1 or 2. First time we've really seen the U-16 blitz.
Yeah, I mean, much needed blitz because you think about how the secondary is really being penetrated as far as the quarterback surveying and tearing them apart, going down the field with the passing. So you got to put some pressure on this quarterback to be able to change, really slow him down offensively. Defense right now for USA is on their heels, especially in the secondary.
Eric Holland, the head coach of Panama, gave the play call to Osvaldo Hiel Braun. 2nd down and 8 for Panama. 6-6 here in the first quarter at the International Bowl. Hiel Braun, maybe a illegal movement or a false start there for Panama. Was some movement before the snap. Moving back 5 yards. 2nd and 13 now for Panama.
Really the first miscue there offensively for Panama that I can remember in this first quarter. They came out pretty solid so far, executing their plays and moving the ball down the field, sustaining their drives as well. Defensively right now for USA, if they can continue to find a way to put some more pressure on the quarterback and kind of make him rush his throw, that'll help them get off the field.
Hiel Braun fakes, lobs it towards the end zone, nearly caught. Good coverage by Brock Lyle. He's been called upon quite a bit in this first quarter. Defended that pass intended for Eduardo Jolly.
And speaking of pressure, there it is. The pressure forced the quarterback to throw the ball a little bit too early, which allowed the cornerback to continue to stay real tight on the receiver for the incomplete pass.
Few substitutions to the U-16 select. It's 3rd down and about 13 for Panama. Hiel Braun from the shotgun. Again, rolls to his right, looking downfield, has a blocker. Oh, escapes the pressure really well. Now back towards the middle of the field. Hiel Braun toward the end zone. Caught at the 5. And finally wrestled down. Improvisation from the quarterback, and the catch was made. Felipe Tristan.
Man, outstanding job there by the quarterback. Talked about seeing his dual threat ability. Well, here it is in this replay. Look at him roll to the right, set his feet, but also be able to feel the pressure and get away from the pressure. Look at the speed as he gets right back to the left-hand side, but get his eyes up real quick and down the field to execute the pass to his receiver. Excellent job there by the quarterback to be able to get away from the pressure, but find his receiver down the field.
1st and goal from the 4.5-yard line for Panama. Hiel Braun hooking up with Tristan there. 2 wide to the right, 2 to the left. Hiel Braun looking left, lobs it to the end zone. Caught! Perfect throw. Eduardo Jolly with the catch. Panama at 2nd touchdown of the first quarter.
Good execution there as far as the celebration. Look at the pass here. Look at the elevation on that pass to be able to throw it up high at the highest point for his receiver to be the only one to get the football and come down in the end zone for the touchdown.
Panama very impressive offense here in the first quarter at the International Bowl. Scored on each of its first 2 series. Now they'll try for the extra points. Juan Alberto Alvarez to attempt the PAT. This one through the uprights. 13-6 Panama. Impressive first quarter from the quarterback Osvaldo Hielbron. The Panamanians up by a touchdown.
My name is Robert Pomazek. I'm the head football coach at St. Charles North High School. This is my 7th year in that position. 2 years ago at the USA Football Clinic, I found out about this player monitoring system from a coach at DeSoto High School who had used it with his program, and how game-changing it was to be able to look at hard data on what the physical load the players were taking on. So when I looked into it, it seemed like a clear-cut winner for us to take our program to the next level.
Gatorade packs carbs to refuel and electrolytes to replenish, so you can bring the heat. Nothing beats Gatorade.
Riddell has been at the forefront of innovation in football equipment. First, we invented an icon. Then, we created football's leading impact monitoring system. We also introduced a truly customized interior. And now, we reimagined the DNA of the helmet. By constantly operating at the forefront of technology, our engineers are designing the future of the game today.
High school football, the USA Football International Bowl, and its 11th edition. A bright start for Panama. The visitors from Central America lead 13-6, 5:53 left first quarter. Levon Williams with Matt Peterson. Somewhat what we expected here from Panama this morning.
Yeah, I expected him to come out with some really good talent, especially the quarterback position. Seeing him be able to be elusive and show his dual threat ability has been so impressive and really good for their offense early in this throughout this first quarter.
Joaquin Johnson from the 21-yard line, about a 10-yard return, will set up the third possession for the United States U-16 select. They fumbled on the first play from scrimmage, but then responded with a long touchdown drive on their second possession to tie things up 6-6. Panama went down the field. Very impressive quarterback play from Hielbron. And now the U.S. U-16 select will have its third series. Coach Tim Souza sending his group out there. Looks like we have a new quarterback, Austin Gutz, out of Hartford, Wisconsin. 6'5" quarterback. He will begin from the shotgun.
You can definitely tell he's a tall quarterback there at 6'5".
Gutz hands it off on the first play, bouncing out to the left. He's found the edge, and an 8-yard pickup on first down. Jamaica Wells out of Salisbury, North Carolina.
Good hard run by the running back. You see he'll get to the line of scrimmage, but bounce to the outside, bouncing off defenders as well. Broke 2 tackles as in pursuit of getting the first down or getting close to the first down. So nice hard run by the running back.
Wells, a big boy. This is under 16 age group, but he is 5'9", 208 pounds. 2nd and 2, back to Wells. He again goes to left, picks up the first down. A late flag comes in. He's wrestled out near that far sideline just before midfield.
You got to give credit to the left side of the offensive line. Well, I take that back. Take that back, Matt. Holding on the offensive line. Good 2 hard runs to the left-hand side by the running back. I was going to give him credit, but got to negate that last run due to the holding.
Cuts, the quarterback, also a standout baseball player, very accurate arm. Was the middle school bowl game MVP last year in the Canton, Ohio Bowl at the Hall of Fame.
Here come the blitz.
Then they hand it off. A well-tackled open field play made there at the 29-yard line. Excellent tackle that time, Antonio Guerra.
Good textbook tackle there by the cornerback. Walking down on the running back on that last play, making a solid tackle in the open field.
There's Jalen Davenport with the carry. Austin Cuts, the quarterback. Third down. About 12 to go, and then procedure penalty for the US U-16 select to false start. Again, it takes a while for the U-16 select and most American teams in this competition to get going. Again, they arrived late last week in Arlington, Texas. They get to know each other, a few practices, some community service, but learning cohesion on the fly.
Yeah, and also the little nuances that are going to make you successful on the field. It takes some time to be able to develop that chemistry, especially from the quarterback to receiver standpoint.
Wide snap. We see Cuts going downfield, has a man. It's caught at midfield, stiff arming his way to the 32-yard line. First down play for the U-16 select. Catch made Christian Ingman.
And Matt, just like that, USA is back into this game with that pass play. The pass play to the receiver, as you can see right there, wide open behind the secondary, breaking tackles as well. You can see him getting close to the 30-yard line. Excellent job there. Nice pitch and catch from the quarterback to the receiver.
Ingman is 6'3" tight end from Rockland, California. First down from the 31. They go back to the ground, cutting left and back to his right. He has some space on this near sideline. Jamaica Wells runs out of bounds about the 14-yard line.
Well, I'm very impressed with the running back. He's had the ability, and you can see his lower body strength as well. You can see him breaking tackles. Look at this. His legs keep moving as he gets past the line of scrimmage with the stiff arm, as well as trying to stay in bounds. It's a hard runner. You can see it every time on each and every play he gets the football.
Wells and Davenport getting the majority of the runs here. Wells will jog off. Davenport replaces him. First down for the US U-16s from the 16-yard line. Austin Cuts from the shotgun. Puts a man in motion. Pitches it to him. It's Trey Ferguson. Ferguson has a blocker in front. He'll get to the end zone. Trey Ferguson on the sweep. And the U.S. back in the end zone.
You got to like the effort from USA right now, not giving up after giving up a touchdown defensively. What do? They march right down the field offensively with some really good runs as well as some passing plays. You can see right there, USA relying on the reverse handoff. The receiver was able to get away from the defenders and spring into the end zone.
Jackson Fain is the kicker. He has made field goals from 50 yards in practice. He's from West Melbourne, Florida. PAT is up and through. We are tied at 13. A good start here at the International Bowl. U-16 select and Panama tied 13-13. A couple touchdowns for each side here in the first quarter. We'll get ready to kick it off. See the sideline for the US U-16s. Coaches coming together. Tim Souza, the head coach out of Rocky Mountain High School in Idaho. Sergio Allen, wide receivers coach from College of Siskiyou in Northern California. The offensive line coach is Corey Draghi out of Bloomfield High School in Colorado. William Lunn, linebackers coach for the U-16s out of Robert Morris University, Illinois. Fain will kick it off. 13-13 under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Return comes from the 17-yard line, darting to his left and out about the 41-yard line. Nice return from Joshua Scott.
And right now, if you're Panama, you want to stick to the blueprint, and you've been doing really well throwing the football. But you can see on this kickoff return, look at the blocking up front. Good job. Hat on hat. Everyone get a chance to block someone. And you can just tell Panama is well put together as far as team unity, as far as guys on the same page, special teams, offensively. The offensive line is really holding up their blocks to be able to allow their quarterback to throw the football down the field. So, again, if you're Panama, just continue to stick to the blueprint of you throwing the football out in space to your receivers and let them make plays against the USA defense.
23-yard return for Joshua Scott. Hielbron back at quarterback, slings it out to the right. They try to screen. There's space. There's a first down for Panama. Late flag comes in. Familiar partner, Felipe Tristan, with another catch.
And might come back with blocking in the back. As you can see here, again, Panama wants to throw the football out in space to their receivers. And by doing so, you can see a block in the back. Late flag comes in against Panama.
Referee goes down, but he got back up rather quickly. Now Panama from the 39-yard line. To right, to left, one in the backfield for Hielbron. Puts a man in motion. It's Tristan. Hielbron flips it out. Tristan will block. Nice juke to the left. Another first down and space up the sideline. He may have stepped out around the 35. He goes down around the 32-yard line. It's the return man, Joshua Scott.
And look at this play right here, Matt. You can see just a quick, extended long handoff, in my opinion, to the receiver, to the running back to be able to get him out into space. But look at the speed of the running back to be able to get away from the defenders. Unfortunately, he tripped and stepped out of bounds, but good job there. So on that play there, Matt, a lot of times you can just toss it out to your running back and let him do his thing in space. It's kind of like a long-handed version of a handoff, in my opinion, as a former player, and you can see it worked for Panama on that last play.
Hielbron rolls to his right, slings it out just a bit too high. Would have been a first down. Tristan, the intended retarget. And we saw on the last play, Limon, they almost used Tristan as a decoy. They put him in motion. He obviously draws eyeballs, the 6'3" receiver, but he was out there more to block, and it worked effectively for the first down.
Yeah, and also the motion player also get a chance to, as a quarterback, you can see what kind of coverage they're in. If they have a trail guy to follow that motion man, you know that they're in the man coverage. If they decide to let that motion man go freely, then most likely the defense are in the zone coverage.
Osvaldo Hielbron, the quarterback. Quickly out to the left. Catch made on second down. Pick up about 5 yards. Eric Arias with the reception. No huddle for Panama. You can see each of the players checking that play sheet on their wrist. Not often that many of the players have the play sheet beyond the quarterback. Third down here for Panama. Hand it off. Past the 20-yard line. See if it's enough for the first down. Opportunity run for Diego Anguizola. See Juan Pablo Sosa limping back to the sideline. First carry today for Anguizola. He makes it to the sideline.
Looks like he's cramping up a little bit.
It was a first down for Panama from the 19-yard line. A fake of a handoff. First looking left. Now he's jogging to his right. A flag comes in. It's thrown to the end zone and dropped. May have been negated by the flag. Anyway, intended receiver Camilo Gomez. It is a hold against Panama. 13-13, Panama scored first after the fumble on the first play for the U.S. U.S. came back and scored. Panama retook the lead. The U.S. has responded twice. Panama seeking its third lead of this first quarter. Flip it out to the left sideline. Catch made by Jolly. Jolly turning the corner, pushed down at the 7-yard line. Great burst of speed. Eduardo Jolly.
Again, Panama wants to continue to throw the ball to the outside, allow their receivers to make plays in space. You can see good blocking up front. Ooh, excellent block there by the running back to be able to help his receiver pick up another 2 or 3 yards. So Panama's rolling offensively. It's been a fast-paced, high-scoring game so far in the first quarter.
Joshua Scott, the lead blocker there. They're using their athletes. They're getting them in motion,
Yes.
and then they're getting them into the wide areas to block. It's an impressive offense for Eric Holland in Panama. First and goal. Flip to the end zone, and good defense. It was right there, and pass was broken up by Kyle Lee. Intended target was Felipe Tristan. That's one thing. It's either a rollout for the quarterback Kiel brought, or he gets rid of the ball quickly. That time he just took it from the shotgun and flipped it to the back of the end zone.
Yeah, it's about timing and tempo right now for Panama. You can definitely see they've been working on that throughout their football season or as a team, because right now the quarterback, if he doesn't see anything that he likes, he gets the ball out of his hand quickly.
Second and goal. Fake. They flip it to the end zone again. It's caught. They go back to the same target. Eduardo Jolly, he had the big play that gave them first and goal. 3 touchdowns in the first quarter for Panama.
And just like that, Panama takes the lead back. You can see a quick pass to the outside, throws the ball high enough. Good separation there by the receiver from the defender, the defensive back, for the 3rd touchdown here in the first quarter. Man, this is a fast-paced. You know, Panama scoring fast. I mean, every series they scored a touchdown.
Yes. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. PAT, Juan Alberto Alvarez ready for it. And it's through the uprights, 20-13. Panama, an impressive first quarter display. They lead by 7. So we stay here for the break and tell you a bit more about International Bowl. USA Football sanctions the International Bowl. It's the sport's national governing body and a member of the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee. And now its 11th edition. Good representation of the United States, as well as across the world. Here, the U-16 team is the best players from 19 states. 36 total states between the U-16, 17, 18, and 19 teams. We'll have the select teams play today. The national teams play tomorrow. And I'm excited to see the flag football today and tomorrow. We'll have a flag game at 12 noon and 1 p.m. Central Time as flag football teams prepare for the World Championships this summer in Denmark.
Yeah, that should be fun. I mean, just some speed right there in flag football, guys getting away from each other. That brings us back to the Little League days. I can't wait to see that game. Panama
kicks it away, up by 7. Final minute of the first quarter will roll into the end zone. Great alumni for the U.S. national team, currently in the NFL. Malcolm Brown, defensive tackle with the Saints. He played at UT. Todd Gurley, great running back with the Rams by way of Georgia. Nicole Hardman with the Kansas City Chiefs. N'Keal Harry with the Patriots out of ASU. Dwayne Haskins, great season this year. Ohio State. Tyrann Mathieu also with the Chiefs. They'll be in the AFC Championship this weekend against Tennessee. U-16 Select begins its drive from the 25-yard line. It's Connor Clark back at quarterback. First down, he throws it out to Trey Ferguson. Nice pickup on first down. Now Clark, the first 2 series. They brought in Austin Cutts for the last drive, a touchdown drive. They go back to Clark And his first down play is to Ferguson. 2nd and 2 for the U.S. U-16s. Flips it out to the right, just a bit overthrown. Intended target was Tommy Alfaro. Good coverage from Panama's Mauro Castillo.
And if you're USA right now, you want to get back to what worked for you in the last series. That was running the football. I know they have a quarterback at 6'5". He can probably throw it with this height, can be able to get that ball to the receivers a lot quicker. But their running game was very effective for them in the last series.
Handed off, bulldozing right up the middle for a nice gain. A first down pickup on 3rd down. Running opportunity that time from Shaka Griffin II out of Muncie, Indiana. Three featured running backs so far. Griffin II, plus Davenport, plus Jamaica Wells. First down for the U.S. from the 39. They go back to the ground. He spins his way for a 4-yard pickup. Shaka Griffin II again with the carry. A good start here at the International Bowl. Panama, 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. And after one, it's Panama 20, USA U-16 Select 13.
Gatorade packs carbs to refuel and electrolytes to replenish, so you can bring the heat. Nothing beats Gatorade.
My man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see if you remember this.
That's 5'6", Dwayne. A little while ago.
You know, if playing for the national team is one of your dreams, by all means chase it. You know, trust in your ability and you know, just have faith in yourself.
USA football is where it's at. You see where we at. Hey, go check the history. It's like one of the best. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, I think you should jump on the opportunity playing on the national team just because of the competition you're going to be going against. Every coach there is going to provide you with information that you're going to need at the next level.
A lot of us at high school were, hey, block left, block right, you're bigger and stronger than everybody, just dominate, right? But to actually learn technique.
I still use information that I learned from back when I was there today, and I'm here at the NFL Combine, so jump on that opportunity.
I thought the U.S. national team is a great experience. If you're looking for something that will help you get better as a person and as a player, you should definitely go be in the U.S. national team. Dwayne Hassan, Nikhil Harry.
Moshawn Joseph.
Taylor Rapp, I'm a national team alumni.
Part of the U.S. national team, and I'm a national team alum.
I'm a USA national team alum.
That's it.
Sounds good.
Appreciate you.
My name is Robert Pomazek. I'm the head football coach at St. Charles North High School. This is my 7th year in that position. 2 years ago at the USA Football Clinic, I found out about this player monitoring system from a coach at DeSoto High School who had used it with his program, and how game-changing it was to be able to look at hard data on what the physical load the players were taking on. So when I looked into it, it seemed like a clear-cut winner for us to take our program to the next level.
Gatorade packs carbs to refuel and electrolytes to replenish, so you can bring the heat. Nothing beats Gatorade.
Welcome back. It's the International Bowl from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. After one quarter, Panama leads 20-13 over the U.S. U-16 Select team. Emont Williams, Matt Peterson on hand. Very impressive first quarter for the Panamanians.
Yeah, very exciting first half for both teams, especially Panama offense. 3 series, which led to 3 touchdowns. Their passing game was on fire and clicking throughout that first quarter.
A running play from the U.S. at the end of the first quarter. They'll begin the second on 2nd down from a 43-yard line. On Connor Clark is the quarterback. Puts a man in motion. Pitches it. And a good backfield tackle. He had to get it right around the ankles. They trip up. Joaquin Johnson.
Good penetration there from the Panama's defense to be able to set it up on the left-hand side defensively. They knew they was coming with the reverse. Shoestring tackle to be able to bring down the receiver.
Third down now for the U.S. Again, they put him in motion. Similar play design. That time they fake the handoff. He has three receivers to the right. He lobs it out that way. Catch made. A flag comes in. It would have been PI, but it's a moot point. What a catch it was into triple coverage from Caden Freeman, the 6'2" tight end out of Frisco, Texas.
Yeah, great concentration there by the receiver. Even though he was in traffic, he had some contact there early on.
Well, Freeman went up and got it, 6'2" tight end. Both teams showing a lot of sophisticated play calls. There's men in motion. There's multiple angles from these receivers. I would not try to defend these teams here today.
You can definitely tell USA is trying to get back into this game the old-fashioned way. They're relying on their running game, which has opened up their passing game. This is helping them, but unfortunately, that passing, well, looks like it's coming back here. Actually, okay, I was a little confused there, but it looks like USA is going to get the penalty as far as the yardage off the pass interference, which is going to help them move forward down the field.
First down for the U.S. from the 43-yard line. Connor Clark, the quarterback from Raleigh, North Carolina. He'll hand it off. Nice. Break of the first tackle, then the stiff arm comes out. Jalen Davenport, the running back.
And that's what's really working for USA right now, their running game. Good hard running from their running backs. They have a good running back tandem that's really doing a really good job by getting out into the open field and utilizing that stiff arm. That's an old school move there, man. I haven't seen that in quite a bit, but that stiff arm is working for the running back.
They go back to Davenport. He lowers his head, runs over the linebacker who might be hurt. We saw Juan Hincapia limp off, favoring his hand. But watch this boom, Lemont, at the linebacker level.
Good leverage there by the running back to be able to lower his shoulders. You can see it right there. As the linebacker come unprepared, can't be unprepared in this game called football. Got the boom laid on him, and he's feeling it right now, laying on the field.
That was painful. Panama players taking a knee, and we will go to break here. Panama up by 7. Second quarter from Arlington.
It's time to go Toyota with a redesigned RAV4. Choose from the off-road ready adventure model to the striking XSE with the most horsepower, standard all-wheel drive, while being rated at 40 mpg. Plus, an upgraded tech system to support your music, maps, and apps. Now buy a RAV with 1.9% APR or get up to $1,000 total cash allowance. Go adventure, go Toyota, and let's go places.
Beautiful morning inside AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. Lemont Williams and Matt Peterson, and an injury timeout there as they assess Juan Hincapia. He was trying to make the tackle there on Jalen Davenport, but Davenport lowered his head and drove through him, and we'll certainly hope that Hincapia is okay.
Yeah, we hope so as well. I mean, this game that we love called football, we want people to go out there. You want the players to go out there and compete at the highest level, but it comes with sometimes injuries, and seeing a player get injured, especially on this level, can be devastating. But, the fact that he's able to bounce back, hopefully he gets back into the game.
First down run. Connor Clark, the quarterback, from the shotgun. They go back to the ground. And nice footwork, dancing through midfield, eluding a few tackles. Shaka Griffin II, the Indiana native.
You can see a counter play there set up by the tight end with the block. Look at the stiff arm and be able to get through the defense, threading his way through there. Good run and vision by the running back.
They go back to Griffin, up to the 20-yard line. Our scouting report from the coaching staff of the U-16s and head coach Tim Salza. He calls his running back core a three-headed monster. All three athletes. Shaka Griffin, built low to the ground, will pick up the tough yards that you need. We've seen that the last couple carries. US U-16 is trying to respond. They've trailed at 3 different points here in the first half. Trying to go score for score with Panama. Clark from the shotgun. Again, a man in motion. Clark fakes the handoff. Throws to the left. Overthrown. An intended receiver, Trey Ferguson.
Much needed play there by Panama defense. Defense, especially their secondary, needed a break as they've been attacked throughout this series. Panama wants to be able to get USA off the field in 3 downs. I mean, really kind of get their offense back on the field. But right now, the attack of USA is really coming at this defense.
Timeout, Panama, before the second down play. We will go to break here. 7-point lead for Panama, but U-16 Select knocking on the door in the red zone at AT&T Stadium.
Fire TV cube? Alexa, turn on the TV. Plain chopped on Food Network. Alexa, volume up.
Capital One knows life doesn't update you about your credit card. So meet Eno, the Capital One assistant that catches things that might look wrong and helps you fix them. Another way Capital One is watching out for your money when you're not. What's in your wallet?
Welcome back. AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The US U-16 Select on the move in the red zone, trying to tie things up against Panama. 9:40 left, second quarter. Quarterback Connor Clark puts a man in motion. He'll work from the shotgun. Glance towards the sideline. Caden Freeman, the tight end, he shifted to the right. Second down for the US U-16s. High snap. Fake handoff. Throws it over the middle. Touchdown. Trey Ferguson.
Good job there by USA. The celebration that started early here in Dallas. You can see the celebration of the receiver as well as his teammates. You can see this replay here. Good pass across the middle. Wide open for the touchdown.
Trey Ferguson out of North Chesterfield, Virginia, was an all-state wide receiver last fall as a sophomore. A bright future for him. 5'7" wide receiver. Offensive first half here in the first game at the International Bowl here in 2020. PAT is up and good from Jackson Fain. So 20-20 between Panama and the U.S. Let's see Panama talking things over. Many of these players do offense, defense, and special teams. It's a 33-man player roster for Panama.
You can see in the shotgun pistol formation, play action pass, kind of slowed down and delayed the defensive backs as well as the linebackers to receive. That made the receiver wide open in the back for the end zone for the touchdown.
Diego Pertelt nearly got there for the sack, but a throw just in time from Connor Clark. So as a former player, what is it like for these players? They're high school age kids, many of them in their sophomore or junior years of high school. What's it like to come together with some of the best from their countries and play with different coaches and have a kind of different lens on football than their typical high school football?
Yeah, it gives you an opportunity to see that it's a universal, game. You're playing against a team like Panama, but you also get a chance to meet other players across the country within the United States. Have an opportunity to be from Virginia, and if I was able to play in this league, in playing with guys from Texas or Oklahoma or whatever, Florida, that gives you a chance to be able to build some chemistry. You never know. You can meet these guys or still see these guys down the road when you start to play college football.
A 6-yard return from Felipe Tristan. He's been a star in the first half, and Panama will begin its fourth offensive series. 3 touchdowns on its first 3 drives. You can see Tristan there. Physically gifted U-16 player at 6'3", 200 pounds. He and the quarterback Osvaldo Hielbron have hooked up quite a bit this morning. 2 wide receivers to the right and 2 to the left for Hielbron. We'll see if the U-16 select can finally slow down Panama in this first half. On first down, flipped out to the left, caught by Gomez. Gomez picks up about 4 before he's wrestled down.
And Panama right now, Matt, is still continuing to throw the football in space. They want to get their offensive line down the field. You can see them looking for people to block. And that's really worked for them throughout this game. You got to be able to spread the defense of USA and be able to throw the football to your guys early so the offensive lineman can get down the field and set up the blocks.
Second down for Panama from the 32.
Offsides.
Flag comes in. We'll see who moved first. Referees will talk it over. It is a false start. We saw Jamari Stone come from his linebacker position into the neutral zone, but he was drawn there by a moving Panamanian player. Brings up second and about 16 for Panama. Osvaldo Hielbron. Quickly out to the left. Scott back to the middle. Lowers his head. He's past the 30-yard line. Tackle made by Elijah Fugate.
Nice hard run there by the receiver, but an excellent job by the defense to recover defensively. You can see him swarm in and make sure they bring him down because he was on the move, man. He could have really took that a lot. He could have actually had an opportunity, in my opinion, Matt, to be able to take it the distance, but the defense kind of swarmed in on the backside.
Third down, they must get to the 38-yard line. 3rd and 7 for Panama. Rare 3rd and long situation for the Central Americans. Timeout called by the U.S. U-16 national team, or a select team, I should say. I went through some of the coaching staff for the U.S. U-16s. Remaining coaches, Luis Ramirez, running backs coach out of Marana High School in Arizona. Joe Troche, defensive coordinator for the U.S. U-16 Select out of St. Olaf College in Minnesota. And then Jacob Wright, defensive back coach out of Will C. Wood High School in California. And we'll see that today and tomorrow. Lee Mott, his coaching staff, a good mix. High school coaches and coaches from the Division 1, 2, 3, NAIA, junior college level. They come together, they can share ideas, learn from one another.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, this whole thing about football, you're constantly learning, constantly improving, and get a chance to play with different players. You can learn different techniques and skills that you can implement to your game. And when you get back to your local state or you get back to wherever you come from, you get a chance to improve as a player.
After the timeout, 3rd and 7 for Panama. Low snap, slant thrown, it's dropped. Now the first punt opportunity coming. Good coverage there from the U.S. U-16. It's Brock Lyle once again. Did enough to throw off Felipe Tristan.
Yeah, number 7 has been very active this first half. There's no doubt about that. Mr. Lyles has been active and he's been busy. Going man-to-man coverage against a pass-happy Panama team. I mean, he's been holding his own throughout this first half.
It looks like they will punt, but you never know with Panama. First punt opportunity today from the 31-yard line on 4th down. They will punt. Quick punt from Scott. Fumbled to the 31. He slowly picks it up. Fumbled again. Regathers. Flag comes out. Boy, cool as you like from Joaquin Johnson. He did not seem too concerned after the 2 fumbles.
No, not at all. You got to have short memory in this game. You can definitely tell he wants the ball in his hand. It's a flag on the play.
Wiggle block in the back against the U.S. U-16s. Now the U.S. U-16 Select can take its first lead of the morning. They fell behind, but have found 3 tying touchdown drives. Eric Holland, the Panama head coach, will talk things over with his group. Austin Cutt, 6'5" quarterback from Hartford, Wisconsin, back in there. His 2nd series. U.S. begin from the 21-yard line. Hand it off. Eludes 2 tackles. Barrels forward to about the 29-yard line. They go back to Shaka Griffin the 2nd.
Yeah, and their running game has been effective for them throughout the first half. Panama loves to throw the football. Well, USA wants to run the football. You can see good block there up front. You can see breaking tackles as well as using the speed and power to be able to get close to the first down.
2nd and short for U.S. U-16s. Panama showing blitz. 7 in the box there for Panama. Maybe a play change from Austin Cutts. Wide snap. He still gets the handoff away. A first down run. Barreling up the middle. No nonsense football. And the U.S. U-16 selected Shaka Griffin the 2nd. His 2nd straight carry. Hard-earned yards. New set of downs for U.S. U-16 Select. 1st and 10 from the 32. Men in motion. They flip it out to him. It's Trey Ferguson. Ferguson juking out to the right. Has a first down just shy of midfield.
A nice play call there, in my opinion, Matt, to be able to catch the defense off guard. The wide receiver reverse, giving him the football early on. You can see in this replay, send the receiver in motion, toss it to him, but watch the blocking up front. You can see the blocking be able to help him be able to get into that space in that zone to be able to get the first down and pick up a couple more yards.
Ferguson had the touchdown catch a few minutes ago, which tied the game at 20. First down, back to the ground. This time an opportunity for Jalen Davenport. Picks up a few. Davenport described by his coaching staff probably the quickest and most athletic of the 3 running backs on this U.S. U-16 select team. Expect to get some catching opportunities. They will use him as a wide receiver at times today. Nice tackle for loss in the backfield. He got back there and made the play. Juan Diego Goitia.
Excellent job there by the defensive player for Panama, bringing the pressure, kind of throwing off USA offense. So you can see in the replay, in the shotgun pistol formation, USA tried to run the football, but not right there, as he stopped in the backfield by the defensive player for Panama.
Fake of a handoff, flips it out to the left, catch made, immediately tackled. Took a while to take him down, but in the end, Hunter Kuftanek, the tight end out of Carlisle, Massachusetts, goes down. The U.S. U-16s will punt for the first time today. It's away from Jackson Fain, bounces around the 16-yard line and down around the 20. After all touchdowns and a fumble, back-to-back punts, one from each side. Under 4 minutes left, second quarter. What are your observations of this first half, Lemont Williams?
Well, impressive first quarter. Both teams came out, despite USA giving up the fumble in the first snap, was able to bounce back and tie this game up. Panama offensively is a pass-happy team with a dual-threat style quarterback has been impressive. But this second quarter has been going by pretty quick due to the fact that USA is controlling the clock as well as the ball by running the football.
Fumbled exchange. Does Panama recover? It was Hielbron handing it off. Looked like he got it back. Hielbron and Joshua Scott. A fumble on the exchange. Second down now for Panama. Loss of a few at 2nd and 13. A man in motion is Tristan. Hielbron over the middle into double coverage, but he found a seam and it's caught. Camilo Gomez.
Quarterback just throws a quick slant across the middle in traffic between 2 linebackers. That's a risky pass, but it actually looked like he did not get the reception, or did he? I couldn't see it in that replay. Did it hit the ground, or?
It was hard to tell.
Yeah.
The referee gave the incomplete signal. I thought he was waving the players away.
I thought so too.
I guess it is an incompletion. 3rd and about 13 for Panama. They flip it out to the left, and they pitch it. It goes out. Luckily for Panama, trick up their sleeve on 3rd down.
They go with the old school hook and lateral play. I remember using that play back in high school. What you want to do is confuse the defensive backs and thinking that the receiver that's receiving the football is on a stop route, but you have the running back coming out of the backfield. You want to lateral the football back towards the running back. Unfortunately, they could not execute that play. 3 and out for Panama.
Eric Holland, the Panama head coach, offered instruction to his side. Panama will punt for the second straight series after the 3 straight touchdowns. Juan Hincapie will punt. Some confusion here for Panama before this punt. U.S. will go to its sideline. Referee's talking things over. We saw a few players pointing up towards the video board. There might have been a video board or clock malfunction. And let's learn more about USA football.
How you doing? My man. How you doing, John? Good to see you. Good to see you too. Let's just remember this. That's 5'6" away. A little while ago.
You know, if playing for the national team is one of your dreams, by all means chase it. You know, trust in your ability and you know, just have faith in yourself.
USA football is where it's at. You see where we at. Hey, go check the history. It's like one of the best. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, I think you should jump on the opportunity playing on the national team just because of the competition you're going to be going against.
And we are back. Panama set to punt from the 10-yard line. They just get it away. Not the best punt. It's down at the 45-yard line. He acted like it was a kickoff. He fielded it and tried to run it towards the end zone. That was Miguel Vargas, hopeful. Tried to sell it well, like it was an onside kick.
Yeah, he got confused there. He realized he was on the punt team and not the kickoff team.
Good field position here for the U.S. U-16 select team. Second straight drive with an opportunity to take the first lead of the day. Both teams have adjusted defensively after a high-flying first quarter. 3 straight punts between the two teams. Connor Clark back in at quarterback. Clark out to the right, overthrown his intended target, Joaquin Johnson.
It just seems like both teams slowed down offensively, but it played right in the hands for USA, in my opinion. Relying on the running game, controlling the momentum and the clock as well with that running game. So Panama was real hot offensively in the first quarter. This second quarter, they cooled off, and they played right in favor for USA late in the second quarter.
2nd and 10 for the US U-16s. A man put in motion. They'll throw it out there, but that was well read. He does elude the tackle, and he's taken down. Panama was hunting there in the backfield. Antonio Guerra and Juan Diego Goitia. And they had Trey Ferguson well covered.
And what we saw in there was some really good team defensive speed there. Even though the first defensive player didn't bring him down, the closing speed of the backside linebacker came in and closed the receiver down and brought the receiver down to the ground. So excellent team speed by Panama defense.
3rd and long now for the US U-16 select team. Clark from the shotgun. Looking to the left. Well overthrown. His receiver stopped. And now 4th down coming up for the US U-16 select. Some fans enjoying this one. Early morning football from Jerry's World, AT&T Stadium. 6th straight year the International Bowl has been here. Keeping an eye on the beautiful video board, which spans 60 yards from the 20-yard line to the 20-yard line. Some encouraging signs in the crowd for their family and friends on the field.
Good support there by the family out here early in Dallas to be able to support their kids as well as his league.
Punted away by Jackson Fame. Bounces at the 18, rolls towards the end zone. Very friendly roll for the US U-16s down at the 3-yard line. Tough field position here for Panama. They'll take over at the 3 with 1:42 left here in the first half. Now Panama from the 3. 2 wide to the right, 2 to the left. Hielbron flips it out to the left. Good first move from Scott. He'll pick up a first down, dragged out at the 15. That first move was crucial there for Joshua Scott.
You want to continue to find a way to feed the ball to your playmakers there. Panama is in really bad field position right now with less than 2 minutes to go before halftime. If I was Panama, I would try to take a shot down the field just to kind of make the defense stay honest. But also, again, you have speedy receivers. Just give them the football.
He checks the play sheet one last time. Osvaldo Hielbron for Panama. Low snap. First left, then he'll heave it that way. May have just thrown it away with the rush in his face. 2nd down and 10 for Panama. 1:01 left here in the first half.
And if you're USA, continue to bring pressure. If you can bring some pressure against Panama right here on this play, you'll force them to punt the football.
Constant play checking, looking down at the play sheet. You see the skill position players looking down as well. Hielbron has a play he likes. Lances to his left. Fakes a snap. Fakes the handoff. Launches it to his right in the air a long time. It's out of bounds. Intended wide receiver Camilo Gomez. Good coverage from the U.S. U-16s.
Good solid defense for USA to be able to focus right now before halftime. Looks like we have a flag on the field as well.
Holding on Panama. What have you seen differently from the U.S. U-16s since Panama got to 20 points? They're on the verge of another punt here. What are they doing differently to your eye defensively?
Defensively, I think they're flying around and making plays and making solid tackles, even though Panama wants to throw the football out to the outside to their receivers. Offensively, I thought they did better as far as running the football and controlling the clock, which slowed down. The best defense for USA was keeping Panama's offense on the sideline, and that really worked for them in the second quarter.
3rd and long for Panama. Less than a minute left in the first half. Hielbron rolls to his right, launches it out to midfield, nearly caught. What a great play once again. Brock Lyle got a hand in there at the last moment.
Yeah, Matt, Mr. Lyles has been so active and been playing really good football in this first half. They've been going at him. They've been you can see him right there getting love from Panama players because he's been doing a really good job in coverage, especially in the man-to-man defense.
Brock Lyle out of St. James, Missouri. If not for his hand, it's a long catch of more than 30 yards and a first down for Panama. But now the Central Americans will punt away. On it. Nkapie will punt from around his 4-yard line. We'll see how aggressive the U.S. U-16 select go with the punt block. They bring the house. It's fumbled, pushed towards the end zone. It is down around the 2-yard line.
Wow. Just when you think USA can't do anything better defensively, they really bring that pressure on that punt coverage. You can definitely tell the fans are up and celebrating. Excellent field position for USA offense right now on the 2-yard line with less than a minute to go before halftime. You can't ask for a better break than that, Matt.
From a coaching perspective, do you think Nkapie should have tried to take this into the end zone and just taken the safety?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, it went too fast for him. I mean, once he realized he had a bad snap, he didn't receive the snap well, and about the time he looked up, there was 2 guys on him, so he didn't have time to make a decision but to get down on the ground. I mean, luckily, it's just a tough thing to call in that moment, but he did what was best for him in that play.
Cuts at quarterback, hands it off, barreling into the end zone. It's a go-ahead touchdown for the U.S. U-16s. Shaka Griffin II delivers a lead for the U.S. for the first time this morning.
Hey, Matt, it didn't take long. Out of the shotgun position, you can see the running back get the football, getting the pressure up front and fighting off 2 defenders. to be able to lean forward into the end zone for the touchdown.
Three different deficits today for the US U-16s. Now a possible lead heading into halftime. Extra point is up and good from Jackson Fain. For 27-20, the US U-16 select team, collection of 50 of the best players from the United States at the U-16 level, representing 19 different states under head coach Tim Souza.
Another look here at the running back scoring a touchdown and giving USA the lead. You see him dragging defenders in the end zone on that last play, showing that he does not want to give up and also earned the opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Good job there.
Just kept his feet moving and willed his way into the end zone. Jackson Fain with the kickoff. Fielded to the 14-yard line. Away from Scott. Nearly broke the tackle out to the 38-yard line. Nice return from Joshua Scott. See what Panama can do over these final 21 seconds. A good return from Scott gives them an opportunity here. Osvaldo Hielbron, the quarterback, takes the snap, flips it out to the left and just a bit off. Remember how easy it was the first two plays of the game for Panama? Those were 15-yard catches. Now, the throw not close to the receiver. Maybe U.S. getting a little more physical at the line of scrimmage.
Well, again, I talked about how the game was going to be one up front with the defensive line and offensive linemen. But also, we talked about players gelling. You can tell USA players are starting to feel comfortable with each other, despite not having a lot of practice time to be able to build that team unity. So right now in the second quarter, defensively, that secondary is playing better against the man-to-man coverage against Panama's offense.
This time going deep down the right sideline into double coverage, tipped and nearly intercepted. And Tristan asking for a flag. Good coverage out there from Kyle Lee out of New Milford, Connecticut. Feels like the US U-16s have two defensive players on every intended target for Panama. It's 1 versus 2. Wide receiver against two defenders for the US U-16s. 11 seconds left. Third down, flipped out to the right. He needs some blockers. Well covered. He'll dive near a first down, but just short. Final seconds ticking away at the end of this first half. Much better defense in that second quarter from the U-16 select. You see the good sportsmanship there. The U-16s and Panamanians. Looks like 1 second left on the clock.
Yeah, I was thinking
for
same
Panama.
thing.
Make it 4 seconds left for Panama. One final play for Eric Holland and his coaching staff.
And this is an opportunity for you to go deep. Just see if he has a strong enough arm to go deep, or go back to the hook and ladder play. I think that was unique to be able to bring that out. Maybe USA is caught sleeping on defensively, but very competitive and impressive first half, in my opinion. I can't wait to see how this game unfolds in the second half.
U-16 select back for one final play of this first half, most likely. We'll see what the Panamanians have up their sleeve. Their head coach, Eric Holland. Osvaldo Hielbron puts a man in motion. It's Tristan. Hielbron quickly out to the left for Scott. Scott shifting back towards the middle. Scott asking for a blocker, a stiff arm. It's still Scott. He'll run out at the 43-yard line. He goes into halftime with the flurry. A good one here in the very first game of the International Bowl 2020. And at halftime, US U-16 Select has a touchdown lead. US and Panama in a dogfight here in Arlington.
It's time to go Toyota with a redesigned RAV4. Choose from the off-road ready adventure model to the striking XSE with the most horsepower, standard all-wheel drive while being rated at 40 mpg. Plus, an upgraded tech system to support your music, maps, and apps. Now buy a RAV with 1.9% APR or get up to $1,000 total cash allowance. Go adventure, go Toyota, and let's go places.
Welcome back. High school football on ESPN. It's the International Bowl, USA football, and its 11th edition. And at halftime, the U-16 Select leads Panama 27-20. Matt Peterson and the linebacker Lemont Williams on hand. A shaky start there for the U.S. They fumbled the ball in the very first play from scrimmage, but they fought back. They clamped down on defense. And Panama, very impressive. 3 touchdowns in their first 3 series, but they sort of hit a wall. What do you make of that first half?
It was very competitive. I thought both teams came out with their offense. You know, USA fumbled the ball in the first play of the game, which allowed them to be able to get off to a sluggish start offensively. Their defense stepped up in the second quarter, in my opinion, in the man coverage to slow down Panama's offense. Panama, oh man, they came out blazing. First 3 series, they scored 3 touchdowns right away in the first quarter. Things slowed down for them in the second quarter due to the fact that U.S. stepped up their defense.
The U-16 Select, 2 different quarterbacks, both look pretty effective, but in the end, the last couple of touchdowns on the strength of the running game. Yeah. Old school football, a 3-headed monster, 3 very good running backs, and they sort of dominated the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, absolutely. USA did a really good job running the football. They had a 3-headed monster, as you stated, Matt, and what they wanted to do is control the football, control the game by running the football and controlling the clock. They was able to get back into this game, which allowed their running game, which allowed their offense to be able to open up their passing game with that touchdown before halftime.
Should be very interesting to see what we have in the second half from Panama and the US U-16 Select. First of 5 games today at the International Bowl here in Arlington. A touchdown lead for the US U-16 Select over Panama in our morning.
It's amazing what you can uncover with your DNA results from Ancestry. I was able to discover one cousin, reached out to him, visited Ireland, met another 20 cousins. They took me to the Cliffs of Moher, the ancestral home, the family bar. It really gives you a sense of connection to something that's bigger than yourself.
Greater details, richer stories. And now, with Health Insights, get your DNA kit at Ancestry.com.
Designed to handle instinctively. Designed to adapt instantly. This is the ultra-responsive Acura TLX, designed for H-Town.
Visit your Houston area Acura dealers for attractive offers on the TLX.
Whoa. Is this real gold? Where'd it come from?
You know, I'm not sure.
Who's Peter Samuel?
Daddy?
Yeah?
Who's Peter?
Well, sweetie, he's your great-great-grandfather. Does he look like me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Turn questions you've always had into stories you can't wait to share with Ancestry.
Designed to handle instinctively. Designed to adapt instantly. This is the ultra-responsive Acura TLX, designed for H-Town.
Visit your Houston area Acura dealers for attractive offers on the TLX.
Welcome back. High school football on ESPN. It's the International Bowl from AT&T Stadium, and at halftime, USA U-16 Select leads Panama by a touchdown. We are set for the second half. USA in the red and yellow and black uniforms, Panama in blue. Oh, it's an onside kick after halftime. Who recovers it at the Star? Sean Payton would be proud. Right out of halftime, we'll see what the officials say.
Looks like Panama still gets the football in great field position.
Yeah, so a bit of a gamble there from Tim Souza, the USA head coach. They tried the onside with Jackson Fame.
Yeah, they tried the onside with the kicker, and the ball didn't go 10 yards. Give it to Panama right now, offensively.
Panama begins its first possession of the second half from the 46-yard line of the U.S. as the sun peeks through here in the late morning. First play handoff to Scott. He's past the 30 and wrestled down to the 26.
And Scott picks up where he left off before halftime. Another hard run there by Scott for Panama's offense. He's their speedy receiver at times and running back, as we just witnessed that on that last running play.
Good pickup for Joshua Scott. Panama in business. Osvaldo Hielbron, the quarterback, ready from the shotgun. Quickly out to the left, slightly behind the intended receiver, who was not quite ready for it. Camilo Gomez was the target. Second and 10 from the 27 for Panama. This time out to the right, slightly overthrown. An adjustment there, but not brought in by Felipe Tristan. Good coverage once again from the US U-16 select team.
And what I'm wanting to see is consecutive plays from Panama, and want to see if they made any halftime adjustments, or are they going to go with the similar format they had in the first half. Right now, just you see that they open up with the running game, then they're going right back to the passing game. False start.
That's some movement before the third down play. A false start against Panama makes it 3rd and 15. It's interesting. Panama more time to practice as a group than the US U-16 select, but these procedural penalties more so going against Panama. They've had a harder time getting the ball snapped. US U-16s have been pretty clean on their offensive end.
Yeah, because they're pretty much going from the shotgun pistol position in the USA and simply handing the ball out to the running back. Panama is just doing a little bit redirecting offensively, and at times it can hurt them as far as with their miscues.
Well, this time Hielbron keeps it. Maybe they thought US U-16s would expect to pass. It's the keeper on 3rd and 15, maybe 4-down territory here, down 7.
Yeah, you look at Panama offense right now, Matt, you can definitely tell they're going for it on 4th down. With the quarterback keeper, it was a questionable call in my opinion. I thought they were going to throw the football on the 3rd and 15, but it looks like they're going for it on 4th down.
4th down and about 9 yards from the 25-yard line. Or he may have gotten him to jump. That might pick up an easy 5, make it 4th and 3 or 4 as the big lineman stepped over the line. Justin Kroll, 6'3", 320, was offside. A big kid out of Cedarburg, Wisconsin. 79 offside. Makes it 4th and 3. Quick pass, first down. Got just past the marker. He was wrestled backward forward. Prangas will give him the first down. Eric Arias with the catch.
Nice job there by Panama. You can see here in this replay. Try to chop that, try to block down the big guy up front. But you can see getting the ball out at the seams to be able to give the ball to the receiver to be able to make a play and pick up the first down. Man, that's a big kid, number 79.
Yeah, Justin Krull, the defensive lineman, 6'3", 320. There's another on the D line, Bryant Nowlin, who's 6'7", 330. These guys are under 16, remember. Another procedural penalty against Panama as they put a man in motion. Frustration now for the Panamanians. They 1st and 15 after the first down pickup. Another fake of a handoff, they blitz. He gets the ball away. Tristan makes the catch. First down, Panama. He's out at the 4-yard line.
And Matt, excellent job there by the receiver to be able to get that reception with that tight coverage to pick up the first down. But give credit as well to the quarterback that felt the blitz coming down the middle. As you can see here in this replay, watch the blitz down there, the pressure on the quarterback. You can see it right there coming from number 40, putting the pressure on the quarterback. A good focus by the receiver to bring in the reception and give this team opportunity in the red zone.
Giovanni Rosamilia, the linebacker from Spring, Texas, just north of Houston, applied the pressure. 1st and goal from the 5 for Panama as they try to tie this game. Elbron quickly to the end zone, bobbled and dropped. It was right in the breadbasket there for Felipe Tristan, 2nd down.
Missed opportunity there by the receiver coming across the middle. Check this out. As you can see him coming off from the slant. Ball hits him in the hands, in the shoulder pads, trying to regather himself and get the ball. Look at the defensive back on his back. Missed opportunity there for Panama.
Tristan has done everything today. His first real misstep there, the drop on first down. Now 2nd down for Panama from the 5. Timeout, US U-16 selects. Under head coach Tim Souza. 3 minutes gone here in the second half. Panama on the move in position to tie the game, down 7 in Arlington.
Riddell has been at the forefront of innovation in football equipment. First, we invented an icon. Then, we created football's leading impact monitoring system. We also introduced a truly customized interior. And now, we reimagined the DNA of the helmet. By constantly operating at the forefront of technology, our engineers are designing the future of the game today.
Football has evolved countless times, becoming the game we love today. We believe tomorrow's version can be a smarter and safer one. That's why we created the football development model. It decreases contact and focuses on progression by age, skill, and game type, starting with fun and fundamentals. It gives athletes more ways to play and more reasons to stay. Help us create a smarter and safer football that brings people together. Explore the football development model at usafootball.com/FDM.
Will you be the selected one? Are you giving us everything you've got to be the best you can be? You got to dig down deep. Every drill, every competition. Don't even represent just your family, but this family. You got to be willing to let that blood flow. You got to bring it out in you. What we want is a band of brothers coming together. Are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah. Here we go.
AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. It's the International Bowl. First of 5 games here today. And Panama in a good position. Second and goal from the 5-yard line. Yale Braun looking left to the end zone. Touchdown! Eduardo Jolly, his second touchdown today.
Good job there by the quarterback to be able to isolate his receiver in the man-to-man coverage on the backside. But more important, that the wide receiver was able to get good position in front of the defensive back to be able to take in that reception for the touchdown. Check here, the receiver, he knew exactly who he wanted to go to with the football, the quarterback, finding the receiver for the touchdown.
2 straight touchdown catches for Jolly, the last 2 touchdowns for Panama. Now it looks like they will go for 2. Timeout called by Panama before the 2-point play.
See here on the replay of the touchdown, again, man-to-man coverage on the front side there for the receiver. Height advantage over the smaller defensive back. You will win that battle every time. Nice pass there from the quarterback to the receiver for the touchdown.
Well, Panama with some gifted receivers, athletic and size on their side. Jolly, 6'2", 188 pounds. Felipe Tristan, 6'3", 200. A full slate of games here on day 1 of the International Bowl. A full slate of games tomorrow. After this one, we'll have a flag game. That's game 1, followed by another flag game. The first flag game will come at noon Central Time. And now they're going to line up for the point after touchdown to make it 27-27. And that is no good. So after thinking about going for 2, they go for the PAT. It is missed by Juan Alberto Alvarez, and it's a 1-point lead for the US U-16 selects. The noon game, the flag football, Diablos Panama against Osas Tijuana in the women's game. And then just an hour later, at 1 p.m., the U.S. Stars against Israel. At 12 and 1 o'clock. Our 2 flag football games today in preparation of the World Championships this summer in Denmark. Those games on ESPNU. And then back to ESPN3 around 2:30 Central Time for the U.S. U-17 select team against Mexico Norte. And the nightcap, U.S. U-18 select against Querétaro of Mexico around 6 p.m. Central Time. Well, tomorrow, a full slate as well. The U.S. U-16, 19, 17, and 18 national teams in that order against Coahuila, Panama, Japan, and Canada. 8:30 noon, 4 and 7:30 are the kickoff time, Central Time tomorrow. Morning game on ESPN3. The noon game, U19 U.S. national team against Panama. That will be on ESPNU. And then Japan and Canada taking on the U.S. U17 and 18 national teams at 4 and 7:30. And now down to the sideline with Lauren Leal.
We've seen a lot of explosive play calls from Shaka Griffin, and we saw a lot of him earlier this year as he was awarded from Max Preps the National Player of the Week. Only 8 guys in the country get awarded this each week, and he happened to be one of them from Indiana. And that's all due because of the numbers that he put up. In this game, when he was awarded that from Max Preps, he finished with 43 carries carries, 306 yards, and 5 touchdowns. It's what we've talked about, the three-headed monster has a low build to the ground, which increases performance and makes him so great. So, guys, just a little tidbit on Shaka.
Thank you, Lauren. We'll look forward to more of your reports throughout today's games. And we got the same report from the coaching staffs, Lemont. Griffin, Davenport, and Wells, the three-headed monster. Griffin wears 38. Coaches said he'll pick up the tough yards that you need. That's what we saw in the last couple touchdown drives for the U.S., those hard-earned yards. They went to the ground game. Now the U-16 select up a point after the missed PAT. First play of this new drive, Joaquin Johnson, the wide receiver out of Ventura, California, with the catch.
And let's see what USA do on their series offensively. You want to see if they're going to commit to continue to run the football, control this football, the clock in the second half, or they're going to open it up and try to air it out to their receivers. So I'm excited to see how this thing is going to play out in this series for USA.
U.S. picks up a first down. They put a man in motion. A handoff up the middle, spinning his way to the star right at midfield. Jalen Davenport with the carry.
Davenport had a very active first half. He had some really good hard runs too, Matt. He was running in the middle, bouncing into the outside. Let's see if he still has those fresh legs. I know that three-headed monster, their running attack for USA was very effective for them in the first half.
Second down and about 6 or 7. Again, they go to the ground. He's almost wrestled down, back for 3 more yards for Jalen Davenport out of Spanaway, Washington.
Good balance there by the running back to be able to put his hand down to keep his balance and keep his legs moving after he took the initial hit. You don't see that a lot of young players. They want to, as soon as they get the initial contact, Matt, they normally go down to the ground. But this young man has the balance and the vision to be able to continue to run the football down the middle.
3rd and 4, hard count. Panama thought they were offside, some interesting body language, but no flag comes out. So they get back on their side of the neutral zone. Connor Clark back in at quarterback. It's been Clark and Austin Cutts rotating. Clark puts a man in motion, and a whistle comes and it is a false start. Play just seemed to take too long to develop for the U.S. U-16 select team. I'll back them up 5 yards. Third down. Fake of a handoff. Over the middle, going deep. Too far. Double coverage. Nice work from Panama there. And Tommy Alfaro well covered.
You can definitely tell Panama kind of sniffed that out, knowing that USA wanted to throw the football down the field on 3rd down. Good coverage and call there by the defensive coordinator to be prepared to be ready against a pass, really a pass opportunity, missed opportunity there for USA. So 3 and out for USA. Again, Panama is really trying to stay in this game, and their defense is doing a decent job in the second half.
Punt team on for the U.S. U-16 select team. Punted away by Jackson Fain. Carried out by Tristan. He breaks a few tackles, pushed out at the 35.
Nice return there by the kickoff return. The punt return, the ball bounces right towards him. He was trying to see how it was going to bounce, and would bounce right to you. Then you have no other choice but to run it. But look at here, the blocking to be able to get him a few more yards there, and also he's upended right there at the last play, the last hit though. But Panama right now has to feed off that energy, that punt return energy. Can they get back to the basics, get back to throwing the football down the field? We know they got players and playmakers in space, but can they, again, attack this USA secondary and their defense?
Jamaica Wells came forward for the tackle. He's the running back. He got involved in that special teams play. Now it's Panama, quick handoff, sweeping through the middle, cutting to the left is Joshua Scott in the open field at the 30, trying to turn the corner. He is
gone
in the end zone.
Wow. Talk about speed.
Touchdown for Panama. They retake the lead.
And just like that, one hitter quitter with the speed of the running back to be able to get away from defenders and get the lead back from Panama. Excellent job there. Man, this kid is outstanding. You see in this replay here the explosiveness up the middle. And watch this, Matt, to be able to get away from 1-2 defenders and just nothing but speed here as he hits the sideline and fight to get into the end zone right there for his team.
Jackson Laudermilk, the linebacker out of Andrews, Texas, did his best but couldn't take him down at about the 3-yard line. Now, Panama trailed by 7 going into halftime. Now they might go for 2 for real this time and try to make it a 7-point lead if they can convert. 2-point try here. Flipped out to the left and just short.
Yeah.
Good defense. He is tackled about the 1-yard line. Eric Arias brought down. He is appealing that maybe the ball went over the goal line. See if the referees talk it over, but a big case being made there by Panama. A goal line stand on the 2-point try from the US U-16 select.
You can see in this replay, Matt, well, this is actually the running replay here, which led to the touchdown.
Panama back in front after this long touchdown run from Joshua Scott.
Fire TV Cube? Alexa, turn on the TV. Plain chopped on Food Network. Alexa, volume up.
If you're living with HIV, keep being you and ask your doctor about Biktarvy.
Biktarvy is a complete one-pill, once-a-day treatment used for HIV in certain adults. It's not a cure, but with one small pill, Biktarvy fights HIV to help you get to and stay undetectable. That's when the amount of virus is so low it can't be measured by a lab test. Research shows people who take HIV treatment every day and get to and stay undetectable can no longer transmit HIV through sex. Serious side effects can occur, including kidney problems and kidney failure. Rare, life-threatening side effects include a buildup of lactic acid and liver problems. Do not take Biktarvy if you take dofetilide or rifampin. Tell your doctor about all the medicines and supplements you take if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, or if you have kidney or liver problems, including hepatitis. If you have hepatitis B, do not stop taking Biktarvy without talking to your doctor. Common side effects were diarrhea, nausea, and headache.
If you're living with HIV, keep loving who you are and ask your doctor if Biktarvy is right for you.
Fire TV Cube? Alexa, turn on the TV. Play MasterChef. Alexa, volume up. Done.
As a struggling actor, I need all the breaks that I can get. At Liberty Mutual.
Cut.
Line.
Cut. Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Cut. Liberty. Am I allowed to riff? What if I come out of the water? Liberty Bibbity.
Cut. We'll dub it.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Joshua Scott and his teammates all smiles on the Panama sideline. The Central Americans up by 5 after his long touchdown run.
You can definitely tell he's happy to be on camera. He celebrated that. Man, that was an impressive play there, Matt. The fact that he busted open the middle, then the speed to be able to get to the outside and take it the distance for the touchdown.
For all the passing we saw in the first quarter, both teams most effective the last 2 quarters when they've run the ball. Kickoff here from Enzo Simmons. Return from the 14 by the U.S. U-16 All-Stars. Space out to the 37-yard line for Trey Ferguson. The All-State wide receiver in Virginia last fall. Now the U-16 select will send its offense back to the field. A 7-point lead at halftime for the U-16 select, but 12 unanswered points for Panama since the break. And a missed PAT and a failed 2-point conversion after their 2 touchdowns in the second half. A jolly touchdown catch and then Joshua Scott's long TD run.
And if you're USA, you got to find a team, or not team, a group that, because they switch out players more than Panama. So they got to find a group that's going to actually work for them late in this third quarter to be able to get some points on the board. If not, they're going to find a way out of this game because Panama right now are using the same key players to help them get into the game as well as get that lead back. USA needs to keep a similar quarterback in there to be able to find some kind of chemistry with the receivers, in my opinion.
Jamaica Wells with the run on first down. He had the big special teams play on the last punt. The quarterback is Austin Cutts. It's Cutts and Clark rotating. Clark had the last series. Cutts gets this series. Now second and he puts a man in motion. He'll roll towards that right side. Flips it out. Pick up about 4 yards. The man who was in motion, Joaquin Johnson. Johnson has been active today. Receiver out of Ventura, California. Now 3 to the right, 1 to the left for the U-16s on third down. They need about 4 or 5. Out to the right, first down. Joaquin Johnson, he fumbles at the 40 but recovers it quickly.
Good job there by USA to be able to get the ball out in space to the receiver. Unfortunately, he fumbled her and got it back, but that's what you want to see from their offense. They got to be able to make some explosive plays and get the ball to their playmakers in space in order for them to get back into this game.
An injured player for Panama on this near sideline. That's Daniel Valerino. Valerino being assessed. He was out there to make the tackle on the near sideline against Joaquin Johnson. Panama has put up a good fight today. U-16 selects under head coach Tim Souza tested. Faced 3 different deficits in that first half. Went into halftime with the 7-point lead. Now they're back down by 5 as they drive in the third quarter. Austin Cutts out of Hartford, Wisconsin. Hands it off. Now barreling his way to about the 38-yard line. It's Shaka Griffin the second.
USA is changing up their tempo, as you can see right now. Matt, they want to go with a quicker style play right here, up-tempo style against the Panama's defense. Pretty much like a no-huddle situation.
Two in motion for the U-16 select. Handed off. Bouncing to the left and then tripped up at the last second. Frustration there for Shaka Griffin. It was the leg of Miguel Vargas who slowed him down in the backfield.
Missed opportunity, in my opinion, for USA on that one. They had an opportunity to bounce the ball to the outside from the running back. Didn't get to have good footing on that last play. Ended up tripping. But you got to see that they got a better running back, too, in there, number 20. He can be able to run a little bit harder. Hopefully he can get the first down.
3rd and 11. Fake over the middle. And was it caught? May have hit the turf. They're calling a completion. Well done, Caden Freeman, the tight end from Frisco, Texas, not too far down the road from Arlington.
And, Matt, what we saw on that play action pass, the running game helped set that up because you can see the linebackers and everyone biting up on the play action, which allowed the receiver to get behind them for the first down.
Kept his hands underneath it. Slightly underthrown. Good recovery from Caden Freeman for the catch. First down from the 29 for the US U-16. It's high snap, handed off. He'll bounce outside. Nice work from Wells. Wells still to the outside, and he'll get to the end zone. Jamaica Wells and the US U-16s are back in the lead.
Well, talked about Wells being a better running back for the team, and we saw that on this play. Check out this running play here. When we get a chance to see the running play in the replay, you can definitely see that Wells has did an outstanding job. Yeah. You can see it right here. Check this out. The handoff. Watch the vision to be able to cut back, but also keep his – ooh. Man, it looks like Barry Sanders out there, number 20, with that run. Excellent job there by Wells.
He sold it so well, that hard right step, and then he cut to the left, and it's blocked. So both teams having a tough time with the point after touchdowns. 3:30 left in the third. The U.S. Select U-16s leads Panama 33-32 in Arlington at the International Bowl.
My name is Robert Pomazek. I'm the head football coach at St. Charles North High School. This is my 7th year in that position. 2 years ago at the USA Football Clinic, I found out about this player monitoring system from a coach at DeSoto High School who had used it with his program, and how game-changing it was to be able to look at hard data on what the physical load the players were taking on. So when I looked into it, it seemed like a clear-cut winner for us to take our program to the next level.
Gatorade packs carbs to refuel and electrolytes to replenish, so you can bring the heat. Nothing beats Gatorade.
Riddell has been at the forefront of innovation in football equipment. First, we invented an icon. Then, we created football's leading impact monitoring system. We also introduced a truly customized interior. And now, we reimagined the DNA of the helmet. By constantly operating at the forefront of technology, our engineers are designing the future of the game today.
AT&T Stadium for high school football on ESPN. It's the International Bowl. USA U-16 Select and Panama. Great game here. Two very good offenses. The last touchdown for the U-16 Select. They take a 1-point lead.
Outstanding drive there by USA in the last offensive series. Good hard running, especially by Wells, number 20. Man, he had a highlight reel on that one play for the touchdown. USA is finding a way to get back into this game, and they're going to continue to do that by running the football.
Felipe Tristan with the kick return out to the 37-yard line. That's where Panama will begin. 3:18 left in the third quarter. Back and forth game. Panama 3 different leads in the first half. USA U-16 Select took the lead into the halftime with a 7-point advantage. 2 straight touchdowns for Panama early in the third quarter to take the lead. But that last long touchdown run from Jamaica Wells has given the U-16s a 1-point advantage. Two right, two lefts for the U-16s. Almost like he's throwing off his own teammates. Looked like a hard count that time from Osvaldo Hielbron. But another false start penalty against Panama.
Yeah, Panama seems like sometimes they take 2 steps forward and end up taking 2 steps back, Matt, in my opinion, offensively. They have a lot of talent and really good weapons on that offense, but they need to find a way to kind of cut back on the miscues and the mishaps and find a way to move the ball down the field, especially with 3 minutes and 14 seconds to go here in this third quarter.
From the 32, quickly out to the right, good coverage there.
Oh, flag.
And a late flag comes out to the pleasure of Tristan, who asked for it. He may have been held.
Did they actually call it offensive pass interference?
Offensive pass interference is the call.
Just when I thought it was going against the defense, the offensive pass interference. So again, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. As you can see right now, Panama is really shooting himself in the foot offensively. They cannot find that groove they had early in the first half.
After the false start, offensive pass interference. Quick handoff up the middle, bouncing out to the right side and dragged down. Shoulder tackle that time against Joshua Scott. It had to be there. Scott is electric in the open field.
Better tackling right now, too, for USA defensively. After that long run, they gave up for a touchdown. You can see like they're locked in and focused, especially from the linebacker standpoint, on bringing down the running back or the receiver.
Again, they consult the play chart before 2nd and 27. He'll spin out to the left. Being chased to the sideline, slings it down the line, nearly intercepted. Broken up, good coverage on the backside from Kyle Lee out of New Milford, Connecticut.
And it started up front for USA defensively, bringing the pressure up the middle with their linebacker. He was able to blitz down the middle, which forced the quarterback to roll out to the left-hand side. Makes it very difficult to throw the ball accurately down the field when you have to roll out, especially keep your eyes up the field. And USA did a really good job on that last play, bringing the pressure.
Third and 27. What might Eric Holland in Panama have in the playbook for this play from the 20-yard line? One man in motion. We'll go back to the right side. Tristan with the slant makes the catch out to the 35-yard line. He will be short, but from a field position perspective, better for Panama. You see Tristan's reaction afterwards, tempers flaring a bit here in Arlington.
Good solid defense there for USA in this series. It looks like Panama is frustrated offensively, rightfully so. USA is doing a better job tackling, started there as far as improving their tackling, but also in the coverage. They're doing a really good job as far as staying with their man receivers and also getting over the top help from the safeties.
The punt will come from the 25-yard line. Away from Juan Hincapie. It's fumbled and recovered by the US U-16s. A mishandle by Joshua Gerlach, but recovered quickly by a teammate. Special teams play has been hit or miss for both these teams today. We've seen missed PATs, failed two-point conversions. And the punts have been chaotic for both. But after the fumble and recovery, the U.S. U-16s will take over with 1:24 left in the third quarter, a 1-point lead from their own half. Connor Clark, the quarterback, returns from the 37-yard line. Blitz from Panama. Clark kept it, throws it away. Intercepted from the 45-yard line. An ill-advised throw. Panama takes advantage. They brought the pressure with the blitz. Intercepted by Luis Morales.
Well, just when you see that USA step their defense up, well, here comes Panama's defense and their secondary. Good blitz and pressure up the middle. Quarterback just throws the football out there, which led to the interception for Panama.
Probably should have thrown it away and just taken the incompletion, instead forced it, and now Panama, after the blitz and interception, have great field position from the 32 of the U.S. U-16 select team. First interception today. U-16 select blitzes. It's thrown down the right sideline. Tristan was spun around, asking for another flag, but that was overthrown. And we see Tristan mixing it up once more with Elijah Fugate.
Yeah, just missed opportunity there for Panama offensively. Just try to take a shot down the field. Just let him out a little bit too long. If you're Panama right now, you want to just take your time. I mean, you only have 59 seconds to go into the third quarter, but you can build some momentum that's going to carry you over in the fourth. Ball start. Looks like someone moved the center moves the football.
Yeah, it feels almost as if the quarterback, Osvaldo Hielbron, is trying these hard counts and throwing off his own offensive line and the center specifically, more so than the U-16 select defensive line.
Yeah, sometimes that can work for your benefit, and also it can hurt you offensively if you're calling hard counts and your offensive linemen are set, anticipating the ball to be snapped.
Hielbron fakes left, then goes deep down the sideline, has a man, it's caught.
Wow.
Into the end zone, touchdown Panama, Camilo Gomez, and Panama back in front.
Talk about an entertaining game, high-scoring game between two teams. Just when you thought that USA had this game better, as far as playing better defense in the secondary position, watch this in this replay. You can see right here just a pump to the left and just go deep to the receiver. I don't know how the cornerback allowed the wide receiver to get behind him, but he did without any safety help. Led to another touchdown for Panama.
Morales listed as a linebacker, opportunity to play wide receiver there, and he got in behind Brock Lyle, who's had such a great day in the secondary for the U.S. U-16 select. Panama again goes for two, up by 5. Hielbron lobs it to the left corner. Did he get a foot in? They say no. May have been juggling it. Oh, a missed two-point try there for Eduardo Jolly, who has 2 touchdown receptions before that. He looks up at the monitor. He thought he had at least a foot in.
Well, they can find out on this nice big Jumbotron here in Jerry's World. It's one of the largest Jumbotrons and large screens here in the stadium and also in the country. Give credit to Panama. They're doing a really good job for staying in the game, I thought. Them showing hard on that last series, even though despite it has a few penalties, kept talking about them taking 2 steps forward and taking 2 steps back, but they also was able to execute the play for the touchdown.
Here's the 2-point try. Watch his feet. One hand, 1 foot down. Looked like he had a foot down. If he had the ball secure, I think that should be a good 2-point conversion.
It should be, but they actually didn't see. I couldn't really see it from a different angle. I mean, from that angle, but it looks like he had 1 foot down, in my opinion, with that reception. But
and the only question would be, was he juggling the ball? But the referees did not give the juggling signal, so that seemed to be a good try for Panama, but ruled an incompletion. Meanwhile, U-16 select a good return from Joaquin Johnson near the 40-yard line.
with 8 seconds to go here in the third quarter, if you're USA, just run the football. Hopefully you can get some nice yardage, but you just carry this momentum as well as this opportunity into the fourth quarter of this series and just try to finish out this game strong. I mean, at this point.
Five seconds left for the US U-16 select here in the third quarter. It's Austin Cutts back in at quarterback after the interception from Connor Clark on the last series. Cutts, short pass to the right side for Johnson. Picks up about 5. Now we'll bring the end of the third quarter here at the International Bowl. Panama battling. This last touchdown has given them the lead. We go to the 4. Panama up 5.
Gatorade packs carbs to refuel and electrolytes to replenish, so you can bring the heat. Nothing beats Gatorade.
My man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's get remember this. That's 5'6" away. That's a while ago.
You know, if playing for the national team is one of your dreams, by all means chase it. You know, trust in your ability and you know, just have faith in yourself.
USA football is where it's at. You see where we at. Hey, go check the history. It's like one of the best. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, I think you should jump on the opportunity playing on the national team just because of the competition you're going to be going against. Every coach there is going to provide you with information that you're going to need at the next level.
A lot of us in high school were, hey, block left, block right, you're bigger and stronger than everybody, just dominate them, right? And to actually learn technique.
I still use information that I learned from back when I was there today, and I'm here at the NFL Combine, so jump on that opportunity.
I thought the U.S. national team is a great experience. If you're looking for something that will help you get better as a person and as a player, you should definitely go be in the U.S. national team. Dwayne Hassan, Nikhil Harry.
Moshawn Joseph.
Taylor Rapp, I'm a national team alumni.
Part of the U.S. national team, and I'm a national team alum.
I'm a USA national team alum. That's it.
Sounds good.
Appreciate you, Shady.
My name is Robert Pomazek. I'm the head football coach at St. Charles North High School. This is my 7th year in that position. 2 years ago at the USA Football Clinic, I found out about this player monitoring system from a coach at DeSoto High School who had used it with his program, and how game-changing it was to be able to look at hard data on what the physical load the players were taking on. So when I looked into it, it seemed like a clear-cut winner for us to take our program to the next level.
Gatorade packs carbs to refuel and electrolytes to replenish, so you can bring the heat. Nothing beats Gatorade.
Set for the fourth quarter at the International Bowl, AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Lemont Williams and Matt Peterson on hand. A good one between Panama and the U-16 select team for the United States. Panama just took the lead, and the U-16 select will begin its drive from the 45-yard line. A handoff there. And a carry for Jalen Davenport.
USA want to protect the football right now. You do not want to turn the ball over, being down by 5 points in the fourth quarter. You want to still run the football, though, controlling the clock, but you do not want to have any miscues or fumbles during this series.
Austin cuts the quarterback. Good handoff. He sweeps out to the left. It's Jalen Davenport. Spins away from a tackle out to the 44-yard line.
Nice run there by Davenport. Bouncing it to the outside for the first down.
And now down to the sideline with Laura Leal.
Guys, not only are these players active on the field, they also get out into the community. Yesterday, these teams had community blitzes going all around and helping out in different areas that are needed help. Team 16 was going to paint murals all over the city. Well, the weather disagreed, and they made a choice, and they ended up picking trash. I asked the coaches, what was it like going out with this team? Were they upset? How did they feel about it? They said no. They said, okay, coach, let's go do it. Big smiles on their faces. These teams are so excited and happy to be playing here. It is their first time probably touching NFL turf, playing on the Cowboys field for America's team. Guys.
Thank you, Laura. We look forward to more reports from you throughout this morning and afternoon. 5 games today here at the International Bowl. That was a long run. It was a rugby-style carry to the 34-yard line during her report. Now they sweep it out to the right side with Trey Ferguson. He breaks a tackle. Ferguson into the end zone, and the U.S. U-16 back in front. Ferguson breaking off tackles. He would not be denied.
Nice hard run there. You could definitely tell that he wanted to get into the end zone. Quick pitch to the receiver. Look at the blocking up front to be able to seal him out right there by the running back to be able to help him get into the end zone. That's all effort after that play. Good job there by the receiver to get into the end zone for the touchdown. Also help USA get back to lead.
Another touchdown for Ferguson. The U.S. U-16 select will now go for 2 once again. Another 2-point try as these teams try to make it a 3-point cushion. Austin Cutt stays in at quarterback. Ferguson in motion. Cutts will roll to his right, flip it to Ferguson. The 2-point try is converted, and the U.S. U-16 select has a 3-point lead. 9:05 left in the fourth. The U.S. U-16's up 3 on Panama.
Riddell has been at the forefront of innovation in football equipment. First, we invented an icon. Then, we created football's leading impact monitoring system. We also introduced a truly customized interior. And now, we reimagined the DNA of the helmet. By constantly operating at the forefront of technology, our engineers are designing the future of the game today.
Football has evolved countless times, becoming the game we love today. We believe tomorrow's version can be a smarter and safer one. That's why we created the football development model. It decreases contact and focuses on progression by age, skill, and game type, starting with fun and fundamentals. It gives athletes more ways to play and more reasons to stay. Help us create a smarter and safer football that brings people together. Explore the football development model at usafootball.com/FDM.
Eric Holland, head coach of Panama, trying to rally his team in the fourth. A back-and-forth contest, Lemont Williams. No lead is safe here at the International Bowl.
No lead is safe, and do not go get any popcorn here at the stadium because you might miss out on a play or a touchdown, because it seems like just when we think one team has taken control and has the momentum on their sideline, another team jumps out there and grabs the lead back. So good effort and opportunity. The last series for USA to be able to get back into this game.
Another healthy return from Felipe Tristan, the do-everything athlete for Panama. Wears number 21. Well, Tristan has been into it with the U.S. U-16 players. A lot of back and forth, mostly good sportsmanship between these teams, but it is a competition. It is football. There's going to be some healthy trash talking.
Absolutely, it's going to be healthy trash talking. Both teams have competitive players. They want to go head-to-head, and it's going to come down to the wire in this game. We have less than 8 minutes to go. These guys are drawing at each other in a positive way. And let's see how everything plays out in this fourth quarter.
Osvaldo Hielbron hands it off. It's Juan Pablo Sosa up the middle. Nice give right up the gut. And when Panama is trying to run, they have found success mostly today. Another big run there for the Central Americans with Sosa.
Yeah, Panama's doing a better job running the football in the second half. Despite being down right now, you can see players frustrated, things getting a little chippy on the field. But, you know, Panama's doing a better job running the football. They open up the game passing more, but their running game has really balanced out their team throughout this second half.
First down run now from midfield. Panama down by 3. Panama had 3 different leads in the first half. Had a 5-point lead in the second. Been affected by missed PATs and 2-point conversion tries. They now trail by 3. Wide snap. Hielbron lobs it down the field into double coverage. It is caught, and a late flag, maybe for unnecessary roughness. Great strength from Tristan just to hang on to that one.
Great concentration there by the receiver to be able to take that reception in and knowing that he's going to get hit across the middle. Good toughness there by the receiver, but we want to see what this flag is on. Maybe it might be on safety.
Called targeting on the safety for USA. An extra 15 yards there for Panama. Saw a critical call in last night's national championship between LSU and Clemson. One of the best defensive players for Clemson dismissed after his targeting play near the goal line. Now some confusion as USA tries to sub. Panama will play 1st and 10, hand it off, short gain. The confusion was in the secondary. Panama elected to run it on a minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal game there. I thought Panama was going to take advantage of the confusion in the back in the secondary for USA. They could have took a shot down the field, but they decided to go with a running play and still eat up the clock, got the clock continue to tick down. So if you're Panama, you have to be mindful of the clock as well as your play selection, because 1 bad or 2 bad plays, you can find yourself in some trouble here late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, if they will let the clock roll, they must score on this drive. Ideally, they let the clock roll, they'd score a touchdown. And the defense could try to see out a lead, but they must get the lead first. Now a draw play. After the high snap, he's going to take it himself. He'll get smashed and pushed backward to the 15-yard line.
Oh.
Hielbron pushed backward. Big hit in the open fields.
Late flags come in. As you can see, the offensive lineman come to defense of his quarterback as he was on the ground. Flags are thrown. Looks like it's going to be just might be on against USA on this one. Yep.
Unnecessary roughness, half the distance to goal for Panama.
And that helps Panama get closer to the end zone and really kills any momentum defensively for USA. They're shooting themselves in the foot. They got to be able to stop Panama now in this fourth quarter, because if not, they're going to find themselves down again.
From about the 7-yard line, handed off, tripped up by his own teammate. He tries to get back to his feet. It's Sosa once again.
Oh, guys still pushing and shoving on the floor, on the ground there, but it's very so often you ever see that your running back gets tripped up by his own offensive lineman there. And the offensive lineman was actually looking back at him, Matt, like, you're still running? That's pretty funny there. But Panama seems like they have things under control here. Now they just need to execute. They need to find a way to get into the end zone. I wouldn't be surprised if they bounce it to the outside with their running back, their speedy running back in number 3.
It was Andres Gaubeka, number 55, who was in the path of Sosa. On second down, handed off, dragged down at the 4. Good tackle and nice awareness there from Cameron Campbell out of Land O'Lakes, Florida. He stayed with Joshua Scott and wrestled him down. Now we have a critical third down play coming up.
Yes, if I was Panama right now, I would keep Scott in the game. He's their most athletic player back there, the fastest running back I've seen on the field. Give the ball back to him, get some good quality blocking up front. They'll get the touchdown and the lead.
We'd expect 4-down territory from Panama. 3rd and 3, under 3 minutes left. High snap, missed handoff. He'll flip it to the end zone, incomplete. Well, he went to a security blanket, Tristan.
Yeah.
It looked like a running play and a poor exchange.
Yeah, it was a poor exchange from the running back to the from the quarterback to the running back. You see right here, he's too fast for the quarterback. So there's a missed opportunity there. So the quarterback tried to make something out of nothing, throwing the ball deep in the end zone, up high to his receiver. But this is 4-down territory, just like you stated, Matt, and it's a much-needed down right here for Panama.
They will call time. A wise use of the timeout. Had a 4th down and 3 with 2:28 left. This really could be the game. If they find the end zone, it'll be up to their defense to hold the lead. And if not, they may not get the ball back. It will be tough field position for the US U-16 select coming out of their own end. But with the first down or 2, they could seal off this win. Now, the stars have come to play today for Panama. The quarterback, Osvaldo Hielbron, plus the electric running back, wide receiver, free safety, Joshua Scott, number 3. Felipe Tristan, number 21, has been excellent. And then the goal line situations, keep an eye on number 17, Eduardo Jolly. He's had 2 touchdown catches. They oftentimes find him on the left side with the pass play. But we'll see what they use here on 4th down as we see Juan Pablo Sosa in the backfields to the right of Osvaldo Hielbron. Biggest play of the game right here. They bunch it up around the line of scrimmage. Hielbron rolls to his right, being chased, scanning, flips it back to the top of the end zone. It is caught.
Wow.
That man again, his 3rd touchdown today. Eduardo Jolly won the wrestling match. Panama takes the lead.
See right here as the quarterback rolls to the right-hand side. Some good blocking up front. Thought he was going to run out of bounds, or he didn't have enough time to be able to throw the football. He throws it back. Look at the concentration there by the wide receiver to be able to grab the football at the highest point, but also focus and bring it down with the control of it to his body. Touchdown for Panama right now as the player's down on the field.
Now back to the sideline with Lauren Leal.
Guys, one of the best running backs that we've seen on this USA team has been Jalen Davenport, and he's actually been going through a hard time this past year. He lost his mother, and all the coaching staff said that football has really been his way out. It's really been helping him through this whole process of the loss, and now football, he is playing for his mom. His dad actually called during the camps and said, "You have no idea what this means to my son, my boy," and now he is out here playing for his mother today. Guys.
And Lauren, good stuff there on Davenport, the running back for the US U-16 select team, an injured player. So both teams taking a knee after the touchdown catch made by Eduardo Jolly, his 3rd today. A true street play that time from Panama, just scrambling and letting their quarterback make a play. It was 2 players going for it, Felipe Tristan and Jolly. Jolly came down with it. 2 minutes left. Good sign with the crowd clapping for the injured player. Player for the US U-16 select being helped off from the back of the end zone. Might be Brock Lyle, the defensive back. Lyles had an excellent day today. Several pass breakups in the first half. Defensive back out of St. James, Missouri. It appears Panama will line up for the point after touchdown. It's a critical one. If he makes it, it's a 4-point game. If he does not make it, US U-16s can tie it up with the field goal. Ron Alberto Alvarez on for the point after try. Low snap, the kick is up. It's good. Well, Panama has a 4-point lead. They lead 45-41. Exactly 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. One final series, most likely, for the U-16 Select.
And it's the most important series of the whole game for them to be able to get back into this and get the victory and get the lead and get the victory. So right now, USA needs to find a way to be able to move the football down the field. I know they run the ball a lot this game, but they got to rely on the passing game. With 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, they got to be able to play smart football.
Looks like a declined penalty. The kick is still good for Panama. They lead by 4. Their defense knows if they can keep the U-16 Select out of the end zone, they will win. 4-point game, 2 minutes left. Juan Alberto Alvarez will kick it away. 2 minutes left. Your final thoughts on this one, Lemont Williams?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If this game is all the other games are like this game, then we're going to have a long day because it's been a very active and exciting game, high-scoring game as well. Both teams had a lot of fight in them, didn't give up, and I was impressed with both teams.
Joaquin Johnson with a long kick return. A flag comes in later on the 30-yard line. Another flag comes in late. Legal block in the back against U-16 Select. That will hurt their field position as they start this final drive. Waves for the cameras for these youngsters. High school age boys at the U-16 level from Panama. Can see themselves on the big video board here at AT&T Stadium. A drive will begin from the 22-yard line. Who will get the final series for the U-16 Select team? They bounce between two quarterbacks, Austin Cutts and Connor Clark. It's Connor Clark, who threw an interception earlier in the half, who gets this series at quarterback. Clark, the left-hander, over the middle, completion, and he bounces off the tackle, out to the right, turns the corner, into Panama territory. Big gain on first down from Trey Ferguson.
Talk about needing a big play there. Mr. Ferguson was able to make a play on that passing play. You can see right here coming across the middle, take a shot there by the secondary, but watch the effort and the heart to be able to get back to the outside. Look at the speed as well to be able to run down the sideline.
1:30 left in the fourth. Throw over the middle. It's caught again by Ferguson. He's near a first down. Playing quickly as the clock ticks. And a flag down back near midfield. Roughing the passer against Panama. That will add on to the end of the play and put the U-16 Select in even better position. Instead of the 30-yard line, they go up to about the 15-yard line. Eric Holland looks on from the Panama sideline. Now the U-16 Select about 15 yards away from a go-ahead touchdown late in the fourth quarter. Connor Clark, the quarterback.
You're USA right now. You got to remember the clock is a ticking, running clock, so you better get out of bounds. If not, be able to reset at the line of scrimmage to be able to get another shot at the end zone.
False start against the U-16 Select. I'll back them up 5 yards. 1st and 15 now from about the 20-yard line. Play fake out to the right. Not much zip on that pass. It was broken up. Could have been intercepted. The intended target was Hunter Kuftanek, the tight end out of Massachusetts.
Trying to decide what USA should do right now, Matt, offensively. Should they just take a shot at the end zone, a couple of shots at the end zone, take an opportunity there? Or just get it to the receiver out in space here real quick and let them make a play? But if I'm Panama, I'm being very conscious of what they're doing offensively and not give up the big play.
Pitch it back to Trey Ferguson. Ferguson looking to pass. Intercepted.
That's it.
That might do it for Panama. Ferguson could have run it. He could have thrown away. Instead, he tried to force it in there. And a big play on the defensive end from Daniel Valerino.
Good job there by Panama defense. Bending but not breaking on that last series. Was able to find a way to get a turnover, interception. You can see their fans cheering the team on as Panama played hard throughout this game. Defense stepped up huge for them on this play.
There was 3 blue shirts there. Slightly overthrown. There was a receiver, but it was over his head. Panama will win this game. They will take over inside their own end, but with just 26 seconds left, Panama has begun celebrating.
Yeah, and one thing Panama only need to do on the field is the victory formation on this play here and get out of here with this victory.
What a battle here in the first game of the 2020 International Bowl. Really creative play designs. Now you see some handshakes and good sportsmanship on both teams. Around noon Central Time, our next game, it will be flag football. Diablos Panama against Osas Tijuana. The best teams from this week on the girls' side, preparing for the World Championships in Denmark this summer. Noon on ESPNU, and then at 1 o'clock it will be the men, the United States, taking on Israel at 1 o'clock on ESPNU. And 2 more games tonight, back on ESPN3. All smiles for Eric Holland. Panama hangs on. They get a defensive stand and an interception from Daniel Valerino, and they hold on. Your final thoughts, Lemont Williams. Back and forth between Panama and the USA 16 Select. Game 1 at the International Bowl. Panama outlasts the United States 45-41. Goodbye for now from Arlington.